recording. We were talking about the Last Jedi and our feelings toward it in general Star Wars lore tidbits, I guess you could say. So the Last Jedi, no one really cared for. I liked it.
I didn't care to see it.
I know you don't. You don't want to see any Disney movie.
Well, it's not. What is it that you didn't like about it?
I don't know. I think just, like, this is going to sound arrogant, but I think that there are a lot of people that are, yeah, I know, surprise, right?
Where's my marker? Am I gonna, the red letter day.
I don't know. I guess just I thought that my idea for what The Last Jedi would be was better.
Which is?
I don't know, that Luke had just, like, I don't know, just not what he turned out to be. Like, he basically turned into just this whiny, like, hermit guy who's, it's all my fault, and just, like, that's not Luke Skywalker, man. You know?
He seemed pretty well adjusted at the end of Return of the Jedi. Like,
right?
they were, like, partying on Endor with the teddy bears.
Yeah, yep.
Huh?
Just go with it. Just roll with it.
Yeah, I don't.
The little Ewoks, the teddy bears.
Yes. Well, I know that they were Ewoks. I was
So
being
they're
facetious.
Okay. But this was supposed to happen, what, 20 years after? 30 years after Return of the Jedi?
Yes, but so what did he fuck up in between that made him...
Ren. He actually established a Jedi Academy. He actually established that a new order of Jedi. And then he sensed the darkness happening inside Kylo.
Mhm.
And so he decided that he had a moment of weakness where he was going to kill him. He went into his room, lightsaber in hand, not ignited, and was questioning whether or not he should kill him or not. And then Kylo woke up.
Oh, no, he had the lightsaber ignited, bro.
Did he actually ignite it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't remember that. But anyway, he had the lightsaber in his hand. Did not actually raise to strike him, but Kylo saw this, ran over, grabbed his lightsaber, fought him, and then knocked him out, and then burned his entire Jedi Academy down.
Huh. Isn't that kind of what happened in, like, the third one also?
No.
Third one?
I mean, like...
Oh, Revenge of the...
Yeah, like, isn't this, like, standard issue kill Jedi kids kind of bullshit? Like...
No,
I mean,
it's a little different. This one was more
Although
just
I can see the comparison that you're drawing from. And
I'm just saying, like, a like father, like son. Like, let's
Yeah.
kill the students.
Grandfather. Vader was his
I get
grandfather.
what you mean. I'm with it.
Han was actually his father.
What?
Kylo Ren's father is...
No, I'm talking about, like, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke.
I know what I'm talking about, goddammit. Like, what? No, you get it wrong. I know. Like, I got the basics down. I don't know everything, but at least I got, like, the fucking genealogy.com bullshit.
Ancestry.com, get the 1% North African shit going on.
Thomas Jefferson. But yeah, so, I don't know, whatever. I didn't see the movie.
I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. And I think that's probably my issue with it. And the same one with The Force Awakens. That they're not bad necessarily, but they're not really that great. And if Disney's going to buy this franchise for $4 billion and I'm, hyping up these movies that are kind of average movies, I mean, that's kind of my issue. Because how many times do you get to make an episode 7 and an episode 8 and an episode 9? I mean, you get one shot at it. And they were really expensive to make.
Yeah, but all the money's in the action figures anyway.
Sure.
But you get what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you bought the franchise, you bought the rights to the franchise for $4 billion.
Yeah.
The fans were not expecting sequels of the original movies, and yet here they are, and they're just kind of whatever. I mean, these are not movies that you can just kind of throw an average movie at. Like, you really got to hit. You really got to hit with these things, and they're just not hitting. And I think I'm just kind of resentful of that. I think a lot of people are kind of resentful of that.
Well, it's gonna be one of those things where, like, the offshoot is better than the the main one. Like, so I
think
heard
that-
I heard Rogue One was awesome.
Rogue One was really good.
Okay.
It was really good.
And you know the Solo movie is gonna.
With Childish Gambino.
Everybody loves Lando.
Dude,
Dude,
everybody loves Lando and everybody loves Childish Gambino.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about the dude that sold Colt 45 to America. You know, like,
That's right.
Colt 45.
The original Army Dent, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, right.
OG
Yeah.
Army Dent.
And that might be what they're positioning themselves to do, is actually make the offshoots better than the actual mainline series, because I think we're all kind of burnt out on the Skywalker lineage, because you're not, and you would rather
Who
listen
would
to
be? Let's keep going. Let's get some more lightsaber fights.
I'm not saying the end of Jedi, but you really want another one with another Skywalker?
I don't want another Skywalker, but I think that I think that there could have been things done that would have been pretty cool. Now, if I had an idea for what those were, we'd be having this conversation in my Hollywood penthouse. But I'm just saying, somebody out there's got a good idea for where this story could have gone. And this story that we're currently writing in ain't that great.
Do you think it might be an overabundance of ideas instead of a lack of ideas?
I think it's a horse drawn by committee. I think that's what happens when Disney gets its corporate hands on it. And all of a sudden you got 50 writers in the room instead of just one person saying, you know what, this is probably a good idea.
That very well might be true.
It's funny that Disney owns it, and yet they didn't kill off Leia, because mothers have like a really bad track record on Disney movies.
Ew.
It's
not
true.
wrong about that.
Parents in general have a bad track record
I know.
when it comes to Disney movies. I mean, good lord, fathers and mothers.
You end up in a Disney movie, you better get a vasectomy.
When was the last time you guys saw The Fox and the Hound?
Never.
A long, long time.
If you could take an honest sit down with that movie and watch it and not tear up by the end of it,
See, that's a bad selling
you have no
point.
soul.
I don't want to watch a movie that's gonna make me cry. Movie?
Why not?
What? I do that enough. I don't need to provoke it.
I sit down and think about my life, and I don't need a movie to do it too.
Yeah, if I want to feel sorrow, I'll just open up my bank account.
Hey, need a jingle for that.
What?
Need a jingle for all kinds of things.
If you want sorrow, open up your bank account. Log in.
Log in. Cash out.
Can we afford Netflix this month? Is that what it's come to? Netflix or dog food? Looks like you're hustling.
You gotta do doggy makeup for him and some doggy fishnets.
Oh, come on, man. Look at this thing. Exactly. We'll put you on the whole track. Hey, lover boy. Hey, you like what you see? But anyway, we were talking about Star Wars. Let's not get up.
Took me a little while to get the copyrighted jingle here going.
Why are you trying to get a suit?
I don't know. They seem like they're cool dudes.
Yeah, they are. Who owns their publishing?
I don't know. I guess I could just boom, 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 boom.
Money!
It's not copyright if I just kind of hum like.
Russ ain't got none.
You're doing a parody of it.
Broke as fuck, got a pimp out his chihuahua.
I think Pink's more just got, oh, he's closing his eyes.
He's trying to go to that uncle place. Like, this isn't happening. He's joking. He's joking. They're laughing. He's joking. I'm too small.
He hopes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
But so, I guess what sparked this whole thing, like, so you said, like, so was anybody threatening Luke when he decided to, like, disappear?
I mean, I think they
No.
were gonna eventually find him and kill him, and then he was just like,
So he just wussed out.
I gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, he just pussed out of the whole thing and just like left.
Man.
Went to Octo and went there for like 20 years.
Apparently, they needed a redemption arc in this, as well as a growing arc. So you have Luke's redemption, and then Ray's acceptance of her Jedi powers, which is weird in this movie. I grant you that much. Because Luke didn't really need a redemption story because he already was pretty much a master Jedi in Return of the Jedi anyway.
Well,
so.
he was the instrument of redemption in the originals. Like, he was what...
He was the instrument of redemption, but he didn't actually have a redemption himself.
Did he need one?
No. Although I still think Shadow of the Empire would have been an interesting one.
God, we should make a movie on that. That's what a standalone movie should have been, is standalone for Shadows of the Empire.
Well, it's between Empire and Return of the Jedi, it was a period where Luke lost his hand, and he had to rebuild a lightsaber. But there were no instruction of actually how to build a lightsaber.
He lost his hand and
And his lightsaber. In Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father.
yeah, he cut off his hand.
It doesn't say Luke, I am your father. Real Star Wars fan would know that, bro.
Okay, fine.
It says,
Like,
no, I am your father.
Anyway, lightsaber gone, doesn't know how to make a new one, and he has to actually acquire the technical schematics how to build a lightsaber, which is what Shadows of the Empire kind of revolves around.
So he goes down to the fucking Empire patent office.
They go to the lost and found. Carol sitting at the desk.
For lack of over-explaining exactly how he does it, we're just gonna say yes.
Yeah.
So he
Because
goes
there's
on-
a whole other bounty hunter. Because during this time, Han Solo is actually in kryptonite, so he can't be
Carbonite.
Carbonite. I'm having a break
Oh
today.
shit.
I know DC fans
Do
are
we
gonna
need?
kill me.
Does this ever need to see the light of day? Kevin's about to lose a lot
I know
of street cred
you're gonna have to pull your card. I know more about this shit than you do.
What's your username?
I ain't telling you
Well, it's just a username. I'm not asking for your password.
yet.
That's
the
okay.
Next question.
Okay, will you give me your password and not your username?
Sure.
He's thinking. He's about to lie. You're really awful at this.
Yes, I
Let's
am.
get a deck of cards out. Let's put some money on the table.
We can do that. I'm alright with that.
I like cards.
Do you like money?
Watch Kevin's
I don't have
like
any
a
money.
genius at Texas Hold'em though. Like he's like a master.
Hey, Red Hornet.
Well, welcome to America.
Welcome to America.
What does that
Where's he
mean?
from originally? Does he have a backstory, Kevin?
He might.
What's his backstory?
He was once a tiny bug who stowed away on a ship coming over here from South Africa.
No, he's red, not white. Did you hear that they're taking away all the farmland? Redistributionism.
Where? For whom?
South Africa. Like all the white farmers, they're like, yeah, you came by this dishonestly. We're going to take it. We're not going to give you any money for it. I know. It's like, that. They wouldn't do. Yeah, they would. It's one of those ridiculous things that are happening in the world right now.
I can't really say that I'm surprised with the state of how things are right now. So
Oh, it's just one more thing to watch.
it's true.
Farmers don't have Twitter. There will be no uprise.
It's really sad that that's where everything begins. Twitter. One
Well-
Twitter rant later. There's now a militaristic force sitting right outside of this country.
Yeah. We'll hear about it.
Well, I'm sure we will.
May as well cut it off.
It's a little bit more complicated, it looks like, than that.
So what's more complicated than that? What makes it complicated?
Parliament's trying to introduce a bill that would allow the government to be able to expropriate land, but they would have to pay just and equitable compensation, which does mean less than market value for the land it expropriates. But it doesn't look like it's giving it a lot of support. President's not a big fan of it, so he sent it back to lawmakers who basically vetoed it.
How new is that article?
This is March 1st. It's not necessarily legal, The Constitution doesn't provide for expropriation without just and equitable compensation. Deprivation of property without compensation constitutes a very serious breach of individual rights. I mean, it looks like there are people that are trying to introduce that, but it doesn't look like they've got enough support, so.
That's actually very reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, it's just eminent domain in a nutshell. We got that here. You want eminent domain? Take a ride up on 109.
But eminent domain, you have to pay market value, though.
Take a ride up on 109. They're pushing. I don't know how this works. Like, if you have to build your house like so far away from the street to begin with,
You do.
because they're basically taking like a very wide swath from both sides of the road and going straight up 109. They're turning it into a two-lane.
They did the same thing when I was growing up out in Brentwood. They did the same thing to Moore's Lane. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
There. They had to widen it. So basically, and I don't know how much it is. Again, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But here's the road and here's your house. The first X number of feet, however many that is, it's not actually your property. It doesn't actually belong to you. It actually belongs to the city or the state, which is why they're allowed to put in like fire hydrants in there. They're allowed to put in like the electricity boxes and the meters and all that kind of shit, because it's technically their land. So when they want to widen the road, they simply just take that chunk of land and they just build on top of that. The part I'm not sure about is I think that once they do that, the next X amount of feet now belongs to the city, or it doesn't. I don't know. But I do know that initially that certain amount of feet right there, that actually belongs to the city. So they don't actually need to pay you for shit in order to expand a road like that. Now I'm sure on like 109, since it's a state road, it may be a lot more.
Oh,
than what, like a city.
It's wide as fuck.
Yeah, so it could be a lot more, which is probably why those houses are built so far back. But, like in a regular city municipality, I think it's all, and I'm sure it differs from city, from, different ordinances, things like that. But like just this small little chunk right here, like, we don't need your fucking permission, it's our land, we're just gonna fucking build it.
Well, see, it's kind of like that in Boston too. Like, your land ends at the sidewalk. From sidewalk to curb, that's the state's land.
Yeah,
However, you are responsible for maintaining it.
yeah.
Like during snowstorms, if you don't shovel it and someone busts their ass, they're not going to sue the city, they're going to sue you. That's Massachusetts!
That's Massachusetts! We just have an entire podcast dedicated to just shitting on Massachusetts.
We could. I'm sure people from there would agree and still not move.
I don't know, I've been there once, it was up there.
Yeah, but you went on vacation. I went to Jamaica on vacation. It was great. I wouldn't want to fucking live there. Speaking of vacation, so Adrian's like just won't let up about going on a fucking cruise, right? So I started
You got
looking.
that Carnival Cruise discount from the company.
See, I don't
that
know
we're paying
if it's anything like the Apple discount. It's really nothing more than like when Apples go on sale. Like you can get that money. But in 2019, they have cruises going to Havana.
I would go.
Ooh.
I would go. And I would smoke cigars
How early?
all day.
How early? What?
How early did the cruises go to Havana?
They start in January.
We get to learn.
I don't know why they're not this year. Like it is specifically 2019 that they start going to Havana, Cuba.
It might be from when the Obama administration opened up relations with Cuba. Because it started off like you could go, but it had to be. Oh god, I'm gonna mess a lot of this up. It was something like you could go to Havana, but you couldn't just go, like hop a plane and go and stay in a hotel and do whatever you want. Like it had to be part of like a tour, and it had to be part of like a state-sponsored cultural mixer, for lack of a better term, or lack of what I'm sure the real term is. And you could go and then fly home, and I think it's just part of this like step-by-step, like systematic, like okay, we've hated this country for a long time, let's not just open up the floodgates, maybe let's just inch our way towards it. And maybe 2019 was like that. Hey, that's okay, everybody can go then.
Well, then you probably don't have to wait. You probably don't have to take a cruise to smoke a cohiba.
No,
Because chances are they're gonna come here.
I mean, that'd be nice.
And you can already get them in Canada.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I've smoked one. That's where I've never been to Canada, but that's something to go.
Yeah, no, when I went to Niagara Falls, I went to the other side, and there were like huge signs like Cohibas, Cuban hand-rolled cigars. Like, yeah, but is it worth it? Like, I don't even smoke the damn things.
That's more just, I guess, part of the like,
Yeah,
hey, you can't stop me. I don't know.
it's special because it's illegal.
Yeah. What about you, Kev? What's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
The most illegal thing I've ever done is breaking street laws. That's about it.
Notice I did not ask you this question. I'm only asking Kevin.
Only because you know that my answer is still well within the realms of not illegal to say. But speed
That's
limits
as wild and
about
crazy as you've gotten, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Next
I
week
did-
on the Rec Room, we get Kevin to smoke dope.
No.
That would be funny.
I mean, I did smoke a black and mild when I was 20.
Did you
but
throw
that's
up?
it. Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Shut up.
Nah, man.
It was
That's-
it was a Steak and Shake parking lot. I took one hit off of a black and mild, hit the ground on my hands and knees, coughing up a lung and throwing up.
It's not. You don't remember the first time you smoked? It's not pretty.
Yes.
I mean, the first time I inhaled, like I used to buy William Penn Penatellas. It was like a cheap ass
William Penn and Tellers.
Penatellas.
Oh, okay.
Style cigar.
Penatellas.
Penatellas.
We're gonna go see Penatella.
Exactly. So I used to just have them, and we, like there was this chick I used to hang out with, and we used to just like fuck around and have them in our mouth, and like. And then one day I was going to some other girl's house, and I got stuck in traffic, and so I had one, and I decided to like, I wonder what it'd be like to inhale it. And it was a cigar, so I was like, and then my lungs just completely locked up, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Question: do either of you have asthma?
Yes.
I've had asthma.
What?
How'd that go?
Probably not good to just breathe in a lot of smoke
No.
when you're asthmatic.
Oh, I am aware.
Right.
I don't smoke anymore.
God, I don't. And I miss it.
I don't miss it.
I miss it a lot. I'd
Yeah.
kill everybody in this room every now and then for a sweet Camel Light. I would.
For Camel Light?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know.
I smoked like a pack of Camel Lights a day for like 15 years.
Yeah, but see, I used it as a license to like, you know, smoke everything. You know, like I smoke cigarettes, so now I'm just gonna run the gamut. You know, like Parliaments. We'll smoke those for a while. Okay, now we're gonna switch over to Cools. Like I had no.
So of the gamut that you ran, which
smoked
one would you
everything.
say was the best? Which one made you less sick?
I'll tell you the one that made me the most sick, and I was an experienced smoker, was American Spirit Blacks.
I never had those.
It's almost like rolling up sandpaper and just smoking. Like it's thick, man. It's heavy.
What do you mean? Like it's a long cut? Like what's the?
I mean, it's like a deep, full body, barely filtered, like rich tobacco.
Okay.
And it's just, I mean, you smoke a full cigarette on this thing, it tastes the equivalent of smoking like 10 packs of something else. I mean, it's serious.
It sounds like a good dissuader. You know, like I want to quit smoking. Here's something awful.
Yeah.
I tried smoking them. Well, I didn't try. I mean, I bought like a carton of them, but I started having like quasi hallucination style dreams. And it was like directly, I feel like it was directly related to that.
Did they stop after you stopped?
Yes.
So I'm not a scientist, but
That's
I don't-
reason enough not to do them.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like I had this dream that like somebody was in my apartment and they had a gun. It was like a home invasion thing, and I was hiding behind something and I had a gun. And I was like holding it where their head would show up in case they came around the corner. And then like most of my life I sort of lost track of what I was doing, and I just like dazed off. And then like when I like came out of it, the guy was like squinting in the dark, like looking at me, and his head was where I thought it would be. But I was like, and then he shot me, and I died. And then I remember thinking in my brain, when you die in your dream, don't you die in real life? And then I had a dream, like it clued into me looking down on my bed next to my girlfriend floating up through the ceiling. And I remember thinking, like panicking, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Like, and I woke up like, like, and I looked over and she was in the exact same position she was when I was looking down on my bed. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm not smoking these anymore. Like, it was not cool.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Sounds horrifying. Would you like with this experience? Because I sure as hell don't.
No, but I don't know if I've ever had that experience with anything before.
There's a reason. No sane person
I'll
does.
bring you some pot next week.
Absolutely.
Just put it in a pizza, he'll eat it.
Yeah, there you
He
go.
won't know any better.
I'll just put it in a brownie and not tell him.